Hi, my name is Schulz. I'm a Pokemon TCG player from Germany, and I'm competing here at the special event in Utrecht this weekend. My introduction to the Pokemon TCG was probably the same as basically everyone else. I started to play like a little kid, played some video games, talked with friends, and then we played Pokemon cards on the playground with the cards we could find in our pockets and whatnot, and all those fake cards that were flying around with Pokemon with 20,000 HP or whatnot. But my real introduction was when my brother suggested that, hey, did you know that this game has real rules and there are even tournaments where people play against each other? And so he found out that you could go to any store you want and there would be tournaments or at least something like a league. So we decided, why not? Let's make a real deck and go to a tournament. Of course, he being the tryhard he is, net deck that found even in the days when it wasn't easy to find a deck. He found in some forum some super competitive deck for himself. Meanwhile, I played whichever pile of cards I could find. But well, that's how it all started, and now it's so many years later and I'm here now. My favorite card from back when I was playing as a kid was a Flygon card, which was probably the strongest card from the numbers wise. It has a bit more HP than the others, and it was an evolution, which was kind of rare for me back then. And it was one of the few cards that had a semi-decent condition. Most cards would get the pocket treatment and be torn apart and whatnot. But this one was actually in pretty decent condition, and I really liked the artwork, so I still cherish this card to this day. Of course, every Pokemon TCG player keeps their cards in a good condition just so they are tournament legal. You can't just go in with torn apart cards. And the moments when cards get into really bad conditions are when I borrow cards to friends, for example. I think everyone has that one friend where you borrow a card to and it comes back looking like a Pringle. As you know, I can play this again. It's just so incredibly bent. So I do have a friend that plays his cards down, which is just painful to watch even, and afterwards you can never play this card again. So my Pokemon career started with going to events from time to time if something was nearby, and just playing whatever I had. And oftentimes my brother would just tell me, just play this, it's gonna be fine, or give me something. But then in 2011, I think it was for the German Nationals, I think it was the second or third time we were going to the German Nationals, and I don't know why, I don't know how it happened, but for some reason I was you know what, maybe let's try to actually prepare for this tournament. We were a few weeks in advance, we started to just play test against each other, and usually I would have been the guy that always lost, but this was basically the first time actually play testing in my life, and at some point it just clicked and I actually understood how this game works. So I started to plan ahead to think about which resources I need in my deck and how to properly play. And it was the point where I started to beat my brother pretty consistently, which led him almost into an existential crisis going into the tournament. But I finished second place at those nationals and got a paid trip to the World Championships. So this, looking back, it's almost this moment of awakening where suddenly you understand what you've been doing all along and how to properly do it. And from then on, we've been playtesting a lot for further events, and we've racked up quite a few successes along the lines.